New tonight, a proposed abortion ban here in Ohio is sparking controversy. House Bill 565 would redefine human life and subsequently make abortion murder. Those found guilty could even be punished by death. A local representative is a co-sponsor of the bill, and tonight, ABC 22's Courtney Wheaton is looking into whether the proposal could become a reality and the legal challenges it could face.
Megan, it's no secret that this bill is considered very controversial. Experts say it would almost certainly face several legal battles all the way up to the Supreme Court. But those who support it say they believe this legislation could be what's needed to overturn Roe versus Wade.
State Rep. Niraj Antani is one of the supporters of the Life at Conception Act that was introduced this past spring.
We see this bill as the bill that would test the courts and eventually overturn Roe v. Wade.
Antani says the bill would give unborn humans the same rights as citizens.
Any crime against them is treated as another person, and so it would follow along the same criminal code as any other person.
Meaning, under the bill, doctors who perform abortions could be held criminally responsible and face murder charges punishable by death or life in prison.
It would prohibit physicians from completing abortions. In Ohio right now, there are physicians that do abortions.
The same rules would apply for women who have abortions. There are no exceptions for rape, incest, or life of the mother. However, Antani says they can avoid penalty if they agree to make a report, provide information during an investigation, or participate in a hearing.
They're not punished, so long as they sort of comply with the provisions of the bill. I don't believe that women should be punished. I think that we can all agree that abortion is a tragedy.
We spoke to the founder of the Dayton Women's Rights Alliance and pro-choice advocate Joy Schwab.
Politicians should not have the right to impose their personal beliefs on women.
She's against the bill and says it's radical and would do more harm than good.
It's totally outrageous, unconstitutional legislation that endangers the lives of women. And it would be extremely costly for the taxpayers because it will go through a lot of court challenges going all the way up to the Supreme Court.
Dr. Mark Caleb Smith is the director of political studies at Cedarville University. He says he believes the bill would face backlash.
I think the precedent suggests that this bill would not survive all the way to the Supreme Court. Things like Roe versus Wade, Planned Parenthood versus Casey, these are set up in a certain way, I think, that would provide this bill significant challenges going forward.
And with Ohio Governor John Kasich on the way out and Mike DeWine on the way in, we asked if a change in leadership could affect the outcome.
So I think soon-to-be Governor DeWine, probably viewed to be a little bit more pro-life than Governor Kasich. But if Governor Kasich chooses to veto it, then I think Governor DeWine might not. So there's not necessarily an option. I wouldn't say they'd have to wait. They might try again and get a better result.
We reached out to Governor-elect Mike DeWine to see if he would support the bill, but haven't heard back just yet. House Bill 565 hasn't had a hearing yet, but supporters are hoping to tackle it next year. Megan?
Courtney, thanks. When we spoke to the Women's Rights Alliance of Dayton, they told us, quote, these people should spend their resources getting better outcomes for women who do want to have children. Ohio's stats on infant mortality rates are terrible. End quote.